Hi guys, Arissa Dia here, and I am back with kind of like a fun gaming video. So for those who don't know, I actually studied abroad in Japan for 4 months, like 2 years ago, I think. I actually have a couple of vlogs that I did in Japan, not very many because I kind of got busy with schoolwork and other personal things. But now that I've graduated undergraduate and I'm going into graduate, my graduate program is actually TESOL, which is teaching English to speakers of other languages. And what I wish to do with that is to be able to go abroad and to teach English in Japan. And so I figured I should really probably get back into studying Japanese because I kind of fell out of it. And so I decided to play this game. It's called Learn Japanese to Survive Kanji Combat. This game is the third game in a series. The first one teaches hiragana, the second one teaches katakana, and the third one, obviously, kanji. I haven't actually played the first one. I taught myself hiragana back in high school with a book, but I did use their katakana game to help me learn katakana. I did try learning it on my own first with the book, but then I played this game and ended up learning it a lot quicker. So this game, I played it for a little bit, which is why it shows continue, just to see the best setup of my camera. And sadly, there's no real good area that I can put it where it won't be blocking something. So right now it will mainly be blocking like the attack area, like where I just hit the word attack or use item, so it won't be anything too major. But I decided to do this game because I figured it'd be a good way for me to get back into studying, and it will be kind of like a review, I'm assuming, because I assume that they're going to start off with like basic or kanji. And at my prime, I think I learned about 230-ish. And I probably now know about 40 to 50 of them pretty well. Because like I said, it's been a few years. But I'm going to go into this, see how much I do remember, see if we learn anything new, and hopefully just have fun with it. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to start a new game. I figured this would be kind of cool because this way I can have a fun chance to review and kind of show off my knowledge or my struggles with learning this language, and you guys can actually maybe learn something, which would be really cool. So, welcome to Learn Japanese to Survive Kanji Combat. This game is designed to be an introductory course to learning Japanese kanji. The Japanese writing system is divided into 3 parts: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. You don't need to understand hiragana and katakana before playing the game, but if you're interested in learning them, please take a look at the other games in the Learn Japanese to Survive series. These are all on Steam, by the way, and they're all pretty cheap. I think this one was like $8, and I think the other ones are around $4 to $5, but they do go on sale during the big Steam sales, so definitely check them out because they drop to like $2 to $3, which is a really good deal, especially because they're very helpful. If you do have knowledge of the hiragana and katakana writing systems, you will have an advantage with the learning material in this game. Select your difficulty. This can be changed at any time from the options menu. Normal mode is no knowledge of Japanese required. Hard mode is understanding of hiragana required. I'm going to play on hard mode because I like a challenge, and it will also just help review hiragana for me. Not that I feel like I need it. I've known hiragana for almost 5 or 6 years at this point, so I'm pretty fluent in it. But it's always good to have practice, even if you think you know it, especially when there's so many different hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So, yes, we are going to do it hard mode. Let's get it. Now get ready for your exciting adventure. our nice little room, which already kind of makes it look like we're living in Japan, just from like how things are set up. What time is it? Nanji desu ka? I think it's still pretty early. Oh, my phone. Ash. Hey, it's me again. Sorry to message you so early. Wanted to show you something cool I found. Oh, what is it? Competition, lol. Like we could win. But it's worth a go, right? I can never resist a competition. What's the prize? I should have mentioned the prize first. Haha, you'll freak out. Serious. Win a trip to Japan. How cool is that? All expenses paid. Though, one catch. Haha, sorry. What's the catch? It's a study trip. The company flies you there, but then you have to study Japanese for 3 months. Honestly, an all expenses paid 3-month trip to Japan, and all you have to do is learn Japanese while you're there. Sounds so good. Like, I went for 4 months and had to do a semester worth of college in which I learned Japanese, and like, I still ended up having a lot of fun, but like, if somebody's paying for it, that would be even better. Anyway, I thought it would be something you'd like. Here's the link. It sounds great. I'll apply right away. Nice. Happy to help. Let me know if you win. Haha, good luck. A free trip to Japan sounds good. Okay, time to click this link. Let's see here. It's a standard application form. I can do this. Competition application. Welcome. Thank you for your interest in this competition. We are giving away 4 grand prizes. Each grand prize includes return flights to Japan as well as accommodation. In addition, a Japanese language teacher has been appointed to teach the winning applicants for 3 months. In order to win this great prize, please fill in the following details. Question: what country do you live in? When I was testing this out, I actually wrote America, and then I realized America was not a country. Technically speaking, it's not. So you live in the USA? Yes. Please attach a photo of yourself. I am a female. Not that either of those look really good. Oh, I'd like to point out, and I don't know how many of you guys will actually notice this, but all of the characters were originally made in the Rinmaru Mega anime avatar creator. So if some of their features or clothing look very familiar, that is why. I discovered that playing the Katakana game, and I was like, why do all these characters look kind of familiar? And then I was like, oh, I made a character using the Rinmaru game that has that dress, and those pigtails, and that outfit. So if you do use the Rinmaru Mega anime avatar creator, you will notice that these characters are all based off of them. Obviously, most of these are 3/4 view instead of front view, and they do have more of a body, but they are the exact same hairstyles and clothing options, which I think is really cool. I love the Rinmaru game. Question: how would I describe my personality? I'm reliable and honest. I'm active and fit. I'm serious about my studies. I'm determined and resilient. I'd say I'm reliable and honest. Probably would be the best out of those. I don't really align with any of them, but I'd like to think I'm reliable. We're nearly done with all the questions. Just one question remains. What is my name? I am going to use my username. Yeah. Arisadia. I should confirm my details before submitting. Name Arisadia, country USA, personality reliable and honest. Sure. Looks good. Time to submit. Your application is now complete. The winners of this competition will be announced very soon. We'll let you know if you're a winner. Good luck. Well, that's all that's left to do now is wait and see if I win. I hope they let me know soon. A message at this time of night. Unknown number. Dear Arisadia, congratulations! You've been selected as one of the 4 winners of the Study Abroad in Japan competition. We hope you are excited to join us in Japan and begin studying with your new teacher, Hana-sensei. Incredible! I actually won the competition. This is so exciting. I better read the rest of this message carefully. And then they don't show us the rest of the message. Chapter 1. This picture really does remind me of Japan. This does have voice acting, but I'm going to read over it because the voice acting's kind of to say the least. So, this is the city I'll be living in for the next 3 months. It's fairly lively around here. Japan certainly is a busy country. Only if you're in a city, honestly. Okay, time to head out and find where I'll be taking my classes. Oh, the sound sounds so bad. The information brochure said the school should be right across the road from the hotel. Oh, is that it over there? There's a few people gathered around outside. Okay, this one's actually the best voice acted person, this guy. But he sounds like the English voice for Tamaki, like Vic Mignogna. Like, literally like half of what he says. It's not Vic Mignogna, but he literally sounds like Tamaki's English voice, and it trips me up. And the other two, I don't like their voices. Yeah, so I said to him, you're lucky you won this round. I'll be back to win next time. And that's it. That's the full story on how I lost a video game tournament to a 6-year-old. Pretty embarrassing, huh? I can't believe they let you enter a tournament meant for kids. What can I say? I've got youthful features. Oh, hello there. Are you the other competition winner? Also, this gloomy dude is British, and they gave him literally the worst British accent I think I've ever heard in a game. And he's the only one with an accent. Like, the other two are also, like, foreigners, but he's the only one with a British accent. Like, the other two aren't from England, but they don't have accents. So I'm like, why would you just give one person an accent, especially if it's going to be, like, a bad one? You look lost. You must be the one we're waiting for. I won the competition to study abroad here. Am I at the right place? God, seeing the word yeppers kind of makes me cringe, which is like saying something considering I used to say yepsy doodles, but the word yeppers is where I draw the line. Yeppers, you sure are. Thanks for joining us. My name's Frederick. I'll be your host today. Oh, Frederick, you tried pulling that trick on me when I arrived. It didn't work, remember? You believed me a little bit. I introduced myself as your teacher, Frederick-sensei. Yeah, but we all received an email stating that our teacher will be someone called Hana-sensei, remember? I see I've been outwitted once again. Hey, newbie, never mind Frederick's sense of humor. Glad you're here. I'm Priya, by the way, and this is Elliot. Hey. We're not together or anything. I just introduced him. Nothing going on between us. Not that it seemed like there was anything. Yeah, thanks. And I'm Frederick, but you probably already remember that from 60 seconds ago. I do remember that. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? My name's I don't know why I can't read English, apparently. I'm Arisadia. It's good to meet you all. Will this be our entire class? Yeah, there were 4 winners of the competition. Pretty small class. Should be to our advantage. I feel like I was definitely, like, a mix of, like, Elliot and Frio when I went to Japan. in which I was like really excited, but I also like took no shit from anyone. Exactly. I'm so excited to get started. I've always wanted to learn Japanese since I was like fairly young. All my favorite fashion blogs are in Japanese. I have to learn it. Me too. I gotta learn it so I can watch all the anime. I just entered the competition on a whim. Seemed like a good chance to get away from home. I'm excited to get started too. I traveled all the way from the USA. Where are you guys from? Sweden. You ever been there? It's great. You need to come visit me when we're back home. I always wanted to go to Sweden. I have some cousins who live there, and they've come to visit me in America, but I've never been able to go there. Because I'm here now, and so are you, so there's no need to visit me in Sweden, right? My goodness, this guy. I've come over from India. I have to say, it's having a bit of challenge reading, apparently. I have to say, I'm having a bit of a challenge adjusting to things here. It's different from home in nearly every way. Hey, Elliot, where are you from? You never told me in pre-pre. Pre-pre? England. This part actually reminds me that when I went to Japan, I went with a classmate of mine. And we met a guy who also was going to be a study abroad student, but he had already been living there for a semester. And he was very clearly British. And it took like 5 minutes of my classmate guessing where he was from before he finally landed on England. And I just sat there, like, myself and the British dude were just laughing because we, like, couldn't understand how he didn't guess England first. Because he had a very clear accent. It was a country British accent, but it was still very clearly a British accent, and my classmate just couldn't guess that he was British, and I thought it was the funniest thing. Right on, tea and crumpets all day, every day. I was gonna guess you're from England, 'cause your accent. And the flag sticker on your luggage, and I saw your passport, too. Sheesh. This is gonna be a very interesting class, haha. I do have to say, when the teacher speaks Japanese, it's very, like, foreigner-like. Like, there is a foreigner accent when you speak Japanese, and I tried so hard to get rid of it. And essentially, like, the foreigner accent is pronouncing things very staccato. And so that's kind of like what she did by saying, like, konbanwa minasan. It would actually just be konbanwa minasan. Like, you say it quickly, you don't say it, like, staccato. So that kind of, like, irks me because she's supposed to be, like, the native here. But beggars can't be choosers. Good afternoon, everyone. A challenger approaches. Oh, you must be Hana-sensei. Yes, I am. Welcome to Japan. I'll be your teacher during your time here. Your sensei. Not only that, I'll be your guide to the country. If you have any questions, please ask me. You can rely on me. Hana-sensei, I'm so happy to meet you. I absolutely adore your shoes. You have to tell me where you bought them. Oh, I absolutely adore your face. It's a great face. Honestly, Frederick needs to be, like, punched in the face. Calm down, Frederick. Don't be creepy. Yep, good call. No trouble, no trouble. So it looks like you're all here. You got Arisadia, Elliot, Priya, Frederick, all present. That's wonderful. It's so cringy that they just add that. Subarashi desu. Shall I introduce you to your new classroom? We're actually studying inside a real classroom. I thought this was going to be more of an informal thing. Yes, of course. The school is packed with spacious classrooms. I see. Classrooms bring back bad moods. That's fair. School is traumatic. I'll be fine. Please, Hana-sensei, continue. Okay, if you're sure. This way, everyone. Come right over here. Sumimasen. Oh, excuse me. I apologize for stepping in your way. Please, go ahead. This is kind of an unrealistic situation, just an FYI. Wait, 1 minute. Are you all students? You would not randomly bump into a monk and have him start speaking fluent English to you, even in, like, popular, like, touristy areas of, like, Tokyo. Like, that would not happen. Like, they would speak to you in Japanese, but unless you really, like, needed help with something and were like, please, I need help, like, do you speak English? Like, they're not gonna speak English to you. Yeah, we're gonna learn Japanese. Ah, most excellent. Learning is a noble pursuit. Would you be interested in offering a prayer in return for good luck in your studies? A prayer? Yes, there's a small shrine nearby. It would only take a moment of your time. By paying your respects at the shrine, you are sure to be blessed with good fortune in your learning and pursuits. That's actually a really good idea. I haven't been to the shrine for quite some time. It would be nice to visit. Ah, very good. Thank you for accommodating the wishes of this humble monk. Please follow me this way. You see, what I don't understand about this is we're already at the school. Probably like steps away from the classroom, but we're going to go out of our way to visit a shrine. Like, why wouldn't we do that after if we're already at the school? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Also, the fact that this monk is very sketchy because he bumps into us, speaks fluent English to us. Also, he has a giant gash across his face, which, like, isn't very monkly, I guess. Like, I've never met a monk, but I'm assuming they normally don't have giant cuts across their face. Wow, a real Japanese shrine. How cool. It is pretty impressive, though I don't know how this prayer thing works. I'm sure the monk will guide us through it. It will be nice to get some good fortune for our studies. If I'm correct, I think you bow twice, you clap twice, and then you keep your hands closed on the second clap, which I always mess up. I always end up doing 3 claps because it's just, I always end up doing like a third mini clap. But it's bow twice, clap twice, pray, and then I think you clap once more or you bow once more, or you do both. I always get it mixed up because it kind of like depends where you are and who you're asking. Oh, and you toss a coin first. It's a great way to get rid of yennies, because that's the only time I ever use yennies. Please line up in front of the offering box. Now toss a coin into the offering box. Yes, bow twice, then clap your hands twice. Keep your hands together after clapping. Close your eyes and imagine your prayer inside your mind. Finally, end the prayer with another bow. Okay. The prayer is done and the blessing is complete, so they don't have you clap another time. Some people do, some people don't. You may now open your eyes. Rain? The sky was clear just seconds ago. Where did the monk go? My shoes are getting soaked. Let's get under cover. I have a very strange feeling about this. What's going on? Calm down, everyone. We'll hold out in the shrine until the rain clears. The school will still be there when we get back. Oh no, these shoes were so expensive. Guess all we can do is wait around. What a bore. What on earth? The city? The entire city is gone. Shrine is still here, but where are the other buildings? Maybe we just got turned around. The city can't have gone far. Everyone, take a look around. Frederick, it's no good. Look ahead. There's nothing. All the way to the horizon, just grass and trees. Are we dreaming? There was a bustling city here just a few hours ago. I don't think we're dreaming. Something bad has happened. Things got weird as soon as we made that prayer. No, things got weird as soon as you ran into a sketchy-ass monk. Honestly. The monk disappeared, then the weather instantly changed. Something evil's afoot. Speaking of evil, Priya, look out! Battle music. Eek! What is that creepy thing? Huh? Oh, get back! It's trying to attack us! Where did it even come from? And why does it resemble Japanese kanji? It's a monster, right? A real-life monster? Does anyone have any ultimate skills? Frederick, not the time to joke around. Get back! Hana-sensei, you said that thing looks like a Japanese kanji. Can you read it? Yeah, it's a kanji for tree. Woo! Tree? Great. But what good does that do us? Don't you not get it? Did you never hear the story of the katakana war? It's actually kind of funny. I could be wrong because I don't really remember the katakana game because it was a few years since I played it. But I believe these are the exact same characters from the katakana game. The katakana war, I do remember that. It happened around 5 years ago. Cool war story and all, but don't we need a history lesson right now? Hana-sensei, during the katakana war, there were strange monsters that looked like this. Yes, I can read. Strange monsters like this that looked like Japanese letters. They were defeated by striking them and calling them their true names. True names, that must be their pronunciation. Thanks, Elliot, that's jogged my memory. I've got an idea. The kanji for tree can be pronounced as ki. That's one way to pronounce it. Let's see if it works. Take this. Yeah. Nice one. Critical hit. What a relief. Was amazing, Hana-sensei. And Elliot, how did you know about the katakana war thing you mentioned? That's not important. Don't worry about it. He seems so sketchy. Like, I don't trust Elliot. Like, between the classroom thing, like, I get classrooms are traumatic, but, like, the whole, like, why did the British person remember the katakana war thing, but not the Japanese person? And why he's being sus, like, he could have just said, I learned about it in history. Regardless, thank you for your help, Elliot. I wouldn't have figured out how to beat that monster without your help. Don't mention it. So, are we safe now? There may very well be more of those monsters looking around. If the kanji monsters can be defeated with Japanese knowledge, then maybe I should start teaching you a thing or two. It would be best if we were all able to fight them. We can use the shrine as a temporary classroom, since it seems to be the only building still standing. What do you say? Let's do it. If we learn enough Japanese to protect ourselves from the kanji monsters, then we can stay safe until we figure out what happened to the city. Sounds like a solid plan. Learning time. God, these voices are killing me. Okay, in order to defeat any more kanji monsters that appear, you will need to start learning Japanese. I guess this works out since you came to Japan to learn the language anyways. I just never guessed that I'd be teaching you in these circumstances. Anyway, let's start with a basic introduction to the Japanese language. The Japanese writing system is comprised of 3 different character sets. These are hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana is a basic set of characters. You can form any Japanese word using hiragana. Usually all sentences will contain words written in hiragana. Katakana is a set of characters used to write words of foreign origin, as well as the names of people and places. Also onomatopoeias. Fun fact. It's not used as often as hiragana, but it's still vital to understand. Honestly, if you're a tourist and you're going to Japan and you want to learn something Japanese, I would actually recommend learning katakana because 90% of the time the menus will be written in katakana. So if you want to have like an easier time reading the menu and they don't give you a menu that has English on it, katakana is definitely like the way to go. Last but not least is kanji. Kanji are complex written characters that act as like picture symbols. They're borrowed from Chinese, so you'll see many of the same kanji in both Japanese and Chinese, though the meanings may vary. This is actually confirmed. I had a Chinese girl in my class when I was learning Japanese, and our Japanese teacher would be like, oh, kanji must be so easy for you. And she was just like, no, it's not. And she was like, what do you mean? And the girl was just like, you have 2 different pronunciations for everything at least. And half of them don't even mean the same thing. She was like, so I recognize all the symbols, they just don't mean what they're supposed to. Our lessons will be focusing on just kanji, not hiragana and katakana. There are thousands and thousands of different kanji, with the grand total reaching over 10,000. However, the vast majority of Japanese speakers are not familiar with this many. Kanji are taught in schools, and Japanese people continue learning more all through life. By the time they finish secondary school, a Japanese student will understand over 2,000 kanji. In order to read a Japanese newspaper, you need to know 2,000 kanji. That's what my Japanese teacher would always say. Each kanji character is written in a particular way. It can have more than one meaning and pronunciation, so you'll be taught these as we go. We'll cover a small number of new kanji every lesson. Once you get the hang of things, we'll increase the lesson size so you can learn even faster. So are you ready to begin? Here comes our first lesson. Save your progress so far. Sure. I'll put it over my test file. Welcome to your first kanji lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn 5 kanji characters pictured above. I actually think it's interesting that they start with this set, because out of all my kanji textbooks and workbooks, these ones are ones that you learn at the beginning, but they're typically lesson 3 or 4. They're not lesson 1. Typically you would start with numbers and then sun and moon and then get into this. So I think that that's interesting that they start with these, but these are very basic kanji. This one here is water, then fire, tree, stone, and then gold/moon. Do they look complicated? Don't worry, we'll go through them one by one. I think these ones look complicated. Wait till we get further. Some kanji I just look at and I'm like, I can't read that. Here's our first kanji for the day. Water. It's also mizu or sui. This is mizu. English definition, water. And then I'm going to skip the writing. I know how to write these. Plus, I can't show that on video. To help you remember, here's a tip. Water. The shape of water resembles water splashing out from a tap. Like all kanji, mizu has multiple pronunciations. The different types of pronunciation are called kunyomi, the Japanese reading, and onyomi, sound reading. Kunyomi, or Japanese reading, is the way to pronounce kanji when they stand on their own. So, mizu would be the kunyomi. Yeah, the kunyomi for the symbol is mizu. When you see the kanji mizu standing by itself, you will read it as mizu. The other type of pronunciation is onyomi, or sound reading. These pronunciations are adapted from Chinese and are used when a kanji appears in a word along with other kanji, a compound. The onyomi for mizu is sui. When you see the kanji mizu combined in a word with other kanji, you will read it as sui. So the day of the week for Wednesday is suiyobi. So it is the symbol and then the kanji for yo, and then the kanji for bi. And so altogether it'd be suiyobi. So it'd be pronounced sui, not mizu. Also, fun fact, Wednesday or suiyobi in Japan, at least in Tokyo, is actually Women's Day. So on Wednesdays, some stores and places will offer discounts for women, which is really nice. I recommend going to the movie theater on Wednesdays if you're a woman, because you will get 200 to 300 yen, which is $2 to $3 off of your movie ticket for going on a Wednesday. And other stores will offer discounts and stuff. It's great. I loved going out on Wednesday. Wednesday also happened to be the day I was most free from like my school work and stuff during like the weekday. So it was like so fun. I would go to movies and stuff all the time on Wednesday. It was great. Let's see some examples to clarify different pronunciations between kunyomi and onyomi pronunciation. Oh, they give it as an example. The kanji mizu appears in two different ways below. By itself, mizu, water. Together, suiyobi. So sui, yo would be this kanji, and bi is this kanji, which means sun or day. And it means Wednesday. Example 1. Mizu, water. The kanji mizu appears on its own and is read as mizu. In English, this translates to water. Example 2. Suiyobi, Wednesday. The kanji mizu appears in a compound with two other kanji. The reading changes, and mizu is pronounced sui. The different readings and pronunciations for kanji are confusing at first. As you learn more kanji, the concept of kunyomi and onyomi will become easier to understand. If you have trouble memorizing the different readings, here's a tip. Focus on learning the English reading for each new kanji. Then, if possible, just memorize the kunyomi, the Japanese reading. When you become more familiar with kanji, you can return and learn the onyomi sound reading later. This is actually very true. I was one of the best in my class at learning kanji and reading kanji, but my issue with kanji was I'd only remember either the kunyomi or the onyomi. It was very rare that I'd remember both of them. And so but I would always remember the English translation. And so we'd have like a giant paragraph to read, and I'd be the first one finished, and I would be like, I hope if she calls on me to translate it and not read it out loud, because I was like, I can translate this into English 100%, but if she asks me to read it aloud in Japanese, I can't do that. I'm like, I know what all these symbols mean, but I don't know how the hell they're pronounced. So definitely I would recommend start with learning what they mean and then go into one reading versus the other. So, yet again, water, mizu, sui. Food, that was a lot of information, but now that you understand the basics, we can get through the next few kanji with ease. Here comes the next kanji. This is fire. Hi or ka. Hi is a kunyomi, and ka is a onyomi. Fire. The shape of hi resembles a dancing flame. So yet again, hi or ka. Whoops, I did not mean to click that. Whoops. Continue. Here comes the next kanji. This is tree. It is ki or moku/boku, I believe. So, tree or wood. Ki or ko is the kunyomi. Boku or moku is the onyomi. Probably notice that this kanji has lots of pronunciations. There are two kunyomi pronunciations, ki and ko, and two onyomi pronunciations, boku and moku. The pronunciation used in a sentence will differ depending on the context or the meaning. Practice learning all the different readings. Tree, wood. The shape of ki resembles a tree. Tree, wood. Ki, ko, boku, moku. Here come the next kanji. This is stone, which is ishi, and I want to say seki. Ishi? Yeah, seki. Okay, so stone. Ishi is a kunyomi. Seki, shaku, koku is the onyomi. So stone, the shape of ishi resembles a stone resting below a cliff. Stone. Ishi. seki, shaku, koku. Here come the next kanji. This is one of my favorite. It means gold or money. So it's kane or kin. So gold, money. Kane, kana is the kunyomi. Then kin, kon is the onyomi. So gold, the shape of kane resembles gold nuggets resting at the base of the mountain. Fun fact, Friday is Kinyobi, and it's because it is the golden day of the week. Because it's Friday, it's the day that it's like you still have work to do, but then you're free for the weekend. So that's one of my favorite words is Kinyobi. Gold, money, kane, kana, kin, kon. Congratulations, you've completed your first kanji lesson. I should also say, fire is used for Tuesday. It is, I believe, it's kayobi. I believe, yes. So kayobi, and then I believe Thursday uses tree. I'm very hit or miss with the days. I like 100% know like half of them, but Tuesday and Thursday I never remember. But I always remember Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know why. Now you know 5 different kanji along with their English meanings and their pronunciations. Well done. So now we get to hopefully do the RPG battle part. Now that the lesson is over, I have to quiz you. I do hope you've been paying attention. Here we go. Okay, we have a quiz first. What is the English meaning of heat? That would be fire. Correct, well done. What is the kunyomi of mizu? So, mizu. Well done. What is the onyomi of kane? So this would be kin, kon. What is the English meaning of stone? Yeah, the English meaning of stone would be stone. What is the kunyomi of ki? Ki. What is the onyomi of? That would be ka. Congratulations on completing the quiz. You are well on the way to mastering kanji. Woo. That wraps up our first lesson. What do you all think? It was a bit to take in, but I'll get the hang of it. It's been some time since I've studied. I kind of get why they didn't start off with numbers, but numbers, I think, if you are really, like, learning kanji, like, are probably a good place to start because, like, the kanji for 1 is literally just a line. So it's like ichi, ni is just 2 lines, 3 is just 3 lines. So it's, like, very basic. 4 is where it starts to get funky. But it's still, like, helpful. It was easy peasy, Hana-sensei. I got 5 out of 6 on the quiz. Not bad, right? You all did very well. Yeah, I can read. I'm very proud of my new students. Now, there's a pressing matter we need to attend to. We need to venture out and find what happened to the city. And now we are prepared for any kanji monsters we might encounter. Prepared might be a little overconfident. Perhaps, but we still must proceed. Onward. Now this area looks a lot more wild than I remember. We need to find out if the city is truly gone. I find it very hard to believe that an entire city could just vanish. This direction is as good as any to start our search. Arisidia, you and I will take the lead. You did well in our lesson, so I'm confident you'll be capable in battle against any kanji monsters we find. Elliot, Priya, and Frederick, you should stay back. Hold this area in front of the shrine and keep it safe so we have somewhere to return to. Uh-oh, looks like trouble is approaching. Okay, so the aim of each battle is to defeat all the enemies on screen. To damage Kanji monsters, you need to hit them with their matching character or letter. Kanji monsters are weak to their own name. This is Mizu. To defeat it, select the attacked water or Mizu. When the command menu appears, use the arrow keys and enter to select answer, or click the command with your mouse. This little menu is probably blocked right now by my picture. That's because there's no good place to put my camera view. Smash the enemy by selecting the answer water or Mizu. So we're going to answer Mizu. What I don't like about this is they have them say the character and we get 5 yen. They make the character say the pronunciation, but they switch it in between the onyomi and the kunyomi, which I think is very weird because I think it should just be the kunyomi because they're all standing by their own. But that's just me. So, here, take these drinks. This is Ramune, a popular soda. If you're injured, be sure to use them to heal your wounds. Obtained Ramune 3. Oh, and hold on to these too. These duck feathers can revive somebody if they fall unconscious. Best to be prepared. Obtained 3 duck feathers. Now it's time to continue forward. Be sure to defeat all the kanji monsters we encounter on the way. Hana has joined our party. Okay. So now we can just do west. Okay, unless it's gonna... Yes, I can... So this is just all the menu stuff. Yes, we know how to save. Okay. Defeat 6 enemies. 300 yen. What do I... There's one up here. Okay, this is Ishi. Wow, it attacked me first. Ishi. So it sounds like they're saying the onyomi, which wouldn't make sense because they're all by themselves, so it should be the kunyomi. So we got a stone orb and 15 yen. I do have to say, I do like the battle music. So this is, let's do ki, or boku, I guess. And then hi, or ka. We got a fire orb and a wood orb. Oh, whoops. As I just overshoot. Kin, or kane. See, they switch in between the two, and it's really annoying. Ishi. We got a gold orb and a stone orb. A short sword. Nice. Sweet. Or music. We got a water orb. 2 more enemies. Okay, there's one down here. So he. And then Kane. Woo! Fire orb and a gold orb. Okay. So we missed one. Somewhere. A little monster. There you are. Kane. There we go. Woo! Gold orb. All enemies defeated. So I really like how it does like have like this kind of like RPG style, and it really forces you to like memorize like everything, especially if you play it in hard mode, because then everything's in like hiragana, so you really have to like know how to read. But I remember with katakana, it was done in romaji so that you could like play easier. And it would be like a lot of like memorization, and they had like a mode that I'm assuming they probably put in the kanji, where they would sometimes have the monster be the romaji, and then you would have to attack with the katakana, so you really had to know like the characters well. And I'm assuming they'll probably do something like that with this later on. But it really does, it's really good for memorizing, and it's really fun to do like the RPG style. Hana, looks like we've taken care of all the kanji monsters in this area. Well done, Arisidia. It was pretty tough. Thank you for your help. Don't mention it. Maybe we should regroup with the others before we go further. Eh? Boss battle. Arisidia, look out. So, gonna... That was fair. I should have planned that out better. Is she? Whoa. We got one ramune from that. Hey, are you two okay? Phew, yeah, we're okay. Looks like I arrived a little too late to help. Sorry. It's okay. Thanks to Arisidia here, we managed to defeat that giant kanji monster. So, did you guys find out where the city disappeared to? No, there's no sign of it. I guess I have to be the one to point this out. The city just doesn't exist anymore. We might as well give up. Give up? Don't you want answers? How could a city just vanish? I don't think the city vanished by itself. Something made the city disappear. Ever since we made that prayer at the shrine, things started getting weird. Maybe that prayer was some form of spirit magic. Frederick, what is spirit magic? I read about it in a manga once. I'm not sure if it's real or not. The manga was awesome, though. Heaps of battles and epic monsters. Somehow, I don't think that's what we're dealing with here. Yeah, I agree with Elliot. Not a chance. No such thing as spirit magic. Fine, fine. What does Hana-sensei think? Hana-sensei, you okay? Yeah, sorry for spacing out. I was reflecting on the last monster we fought. It had the ability to change its own form. What if there were more like that out there? Good point. We're done for. Elliot, calm down. We're still standing, right? Yeah, for now. Since the city is nowhere to be found, maybe we should return to the shrine and rest up. Okay, Priya's idea is perfect. We'll use the shrine as our base and rest up. Catch your breath now, everyone. We got a long walk back. Okay, I think... Okay, it continues on, but... Okay, well, let me end in the middle of, like, yes, a cutscene. But after this cutscene, I'm gonna end it. So hungry. Does anyone have any snacks? No, sorry. We'll probably starve here. Anyone else? I have these trading cards that came with a pack of gum. The gum is gone, though. Right. Thanks, Frederick. Since we might be here for a while, we should dig around for some food. Yeah, maybe we can get some of the local wildlife to help us forage for food. What do you mean? Like, I could try and tame a friendly deer that can help us find edible leaves. Or I could find a cute little fox that I can seek out berries for us. Can you really do that? Of course he can't. He's just being himself. I'll show you two. Dinner's coming right up. And he's gone. Elliot, can you go after him and make sure he's okay? If I have to. Arisadia, do you want to help me out? I'm going to try and catch some fish from that stream over there. Sure, no worries. I'll come too. Attaboy, Chickens, keep gathering those berries. Yeah, who's a good boy? You're a good boy. You're such a cute little foxy. What the? That should be enough berries for all of us. Thanks for your help, Chippins. What's that? You want to travel with me and never leave my side because you love me and you always wanted to be with me? Aw, you're the sweetest little foxy a guy could ever ask for. Of course you can come with me. Frederick, be careful, that's a wild fox. Oh, Elliot. Chippins isn't wild. He's a good boy. He helped me collect all these berries for everyone to share. Bizarre. He actually does what you say? Yep, we've only known each other for a short while, but it feels like we've been friends for a lifetime. Oh, and he says he wants to be friends with you too. Elliot, introduce yourself. Do I have to? Chippins says yes. Well, hello Chippins, my name is Elliot. I'm very happy to meet you, and thank you for helping us find dinner. Wow, Chippins really likes you, Elliot. I can tell we're gonna all be best friends. That sounds good, Frederick. How about we head back to the shrine? Okay, come on, Chippins. I'll introduce you to the gang. You just befriends a fox, because that's the thing that happens. Chippins is so gosh darn cute. I just want to squeeze him. No, Priya, you can't be too rough with him. He's a sensitive soul. I've never heard of a wild fox becoming so fond of a human. Well, as long as Frederick takes care of him, Chippins is more than welcome to join our group. Did you hear that, Chippins? You can learn Japanese with us. You're going to be the smartest foxy of all time. I see that you brought back a lot of berries. Thank you for that. No problem. Chippins was happy to help. Priya and I managed to catch some fish before we found a small stream. We found a small stream way over there. I was also helping catch the fish, but apparently I'm just ignored. Yep, Hannah is like totally a master fisherman. She went and made a fishing rod from some branches. And she dug up some worms from the ground for bait. It was so gross. But she did a great job. The fish were biting within minutes. It was kind of fun. Nice job. I'm impressed. I'm pretty impressed. That's awesome. So we can have berries and fish for dinner? Can we cook the fish? Already one step ahead of you. There's a fire burning in the lanterns outside the shrine. We can make a campfire to cook our dinner with. Yes, Hannah is a genius. Well then, shall we get started? Civilization has seemingly disappeared. The cities that once dominated Japan's vast landscapes have vanished. Horrific beasts in the shape of Kanji are roaming the wilderness. They are vicious and relentless in their attacks. The only structure that remains is the shrine, the place where you made your prayer for good luck, which apparently was not good luck. Only a few people are present, and they're all part of your study group. You are all certain of one thing. Without a place to live, you will not last long against the Kanji monsters that are out for blood. It is time to build a safe haven, a place of security for yourself and your new friends. You will need to gather materials and build what you can. Shelter, facilities, and defenses against the monsters will all be required. Your ultimate goal should be to build a brand new town, a place where humankind can thrive. Are you up to the task, Will you fight back against the darkness? Save your progress so far. Yes, please. Oh my god, this is so long. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah. Well, let me yawn. That was an uncomfortable night's rest. No pillows or blankets. We're still going. I'm so sorry this is so long. I don't know. That wasn't that bad. Beats sleeping at home. Elliot, is your home life not so good? Just forget I said anything. Okay. Hey, I just remembered. Priya, you pinched chickens from me during the night. Nope, he chose to cuddle with me. Betrayed. Where's Hannah? Did she not sleep here? I'm positive she was here when we fell asleep. I'll go look for her. I'm sure she can't be far, but she can't be far. Yeah, I agree. Now, where's that teacher of ours? Oh. Ohayo gozaimasu, Urisudia. Good morning. Good morning, Hana-sensei. What are you up to? I'm scouting the area. Look around. There are lots of kanji monsters today. It would seem so. By examining the monsters looking around, I've been able to determine which kanji characters we should study next, and we should hop to it because the monsters look eager to get closer to our little home here. Right, I'll gather the others. Thanks. Time to study. Please let us. Okay, it's just gonna continue on, so we already saved, I'm just gonna cut it where we saved. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to end this here before we get into this next thing because this has already been a super long video. I tried to get through it as fast as I can, but because we had the entire prologue and plot setup, it took a while. Hopefully in future episodes we can get through 2 to 3 sets of kanji, hopefully, depending on how they have us battle and things like that. But I'm enjoying this game so far. I think it's a really cool way to learn a new language, especially one that uses different characters and symbols than like languages that use Latin or Roman characters. So I think it's pretty cool, and the fact that I know that a game like this does help at least someone like me learn, because this is how I learned katakana, and knowing that I already know at least, even just looking at the set of kanji, I know what these kanji are. Maybe not very well. The first 3 I know pretty well, the second 2 kind of iffy. But I think it'll be good for reviewing and definitely cementing them in my brain, and I hope that it will help you guys kind of start to learn kanji. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys find it interesting to see me kind of review a language and give tips and tricks for learning said language, because I know Japanese is literally one of the hardest languages in the world to learn, and it's because of these writing systems. So I hope that this is interesting for you guys and helps you guys out if you guys are trying to learn kanji yourself. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of it, if you like it, if you don't like it, if you want to see more, and if you already know Japanese, do you have a favorite kanji? If not, is there something you want to improve upon or have questions or tips about? Feel free to ask them. I will try my best to answer them. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I release more of this kanji game or other fun games and series and videos on my channel. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.